God, you know, I'm just trying to say the right things. Nothing too crazy. I'm really not trying to say nothing too crazy. This is so random, this video right here. This is today. I'm getting it uploaded within 5 minutes of me recording this. We're just going to get this up and out of here. Off brand. But this will be my one and only time ever giving negativity and or hate comments this much energy. But at the end of the day, there's going to be a whole purpose behind me making this video. Okay. So this one is for people who, and mind you, I don't really get that much hate or negativity. So this is very new to me, and we just going to nip this shit in the bud right away. Okay? That's we are going to do that because this channel is like my baby, and imagine how hard you go for your kids. Yeah, that's how I feel about it. And I've seen other channels go downhill because of negativity comments, hate comments. I know it's inevitable for someone to state their opinion or speak negatively, but I'm not going to be allowing that over here. We're going to start that early. We ain't even that big yet, baby. So this video right here is in response to a comment that I got. Okay, we're going to put the comment on the screen. I'm going to start with, I was extremely shocked. Okay, I was extremely shocked by this comment because I'm just like, I seen the name so much before that it confused me. And then when I read it, I was just like, what the heck? Let me tell you something, okay? I think people on the internet forget that people who record their lives, the only difference between you and them is the fact that there's a camera in between. There's a camera that I talk to and show things with, and there's a life that you live where you don't do that, okay? So when you watch my vlogs, I need you to understand that this is a real girl living a real life. And if this is not entertaining to you, I don't even understand why you're here. Okay? All I do is live the same chaotic, crazy life that everyone else is living, but share it for transparency, vulnerability, and to help people to realize that they're not alone in what's going on in their life. Similar things happen in other people's lives. Okay? I understand this feels like entertainment to you, but this is actually my real life. Every day I go outside, every day I live life, every day I breathe. I'm actually living this life. I'm not a character, okay? I'm not a character in a movie. I'm not making this shit up. Nobody's directing my life. I'm literally living it every day, and things are happening every other day, and I usually share majority of the things that happen. Okay, that's the first thing. People on the internet have this unhealthy attachment and one-sided relationship. I believe it's called a parasocial relationship, where you get obsessed with someone else in their life and you take offense and you get very obsessive and overly entitled and just overbearing. The fact that I record my boring life, which has been established since episode 1 of the Black Girl Introvert Diaries. Yep. The word boring, that did nothing to me when reading this, okay? It stung for a second, but a girl who's overcome that term and the way it's made her feel, that wasn't the kicker, okay, to what I felt like, you know, set me off slightly, because I'm still working on controlling my anger. And the fact that on the beginning episode 1, if you or anybody else who is hating or leaving negativity for the fact that my content is the same over and over again, mind you, this is just a season of my life, feel me? This is just this part of my life. If you feel like this season is boring, guess what? You can jump and you can wait until a year from now, tune in, see if anything's changed. If you're going to tune in every single week back to back to something, just know someone's real life isn't changing miraculously and miracles are happening. Maybe you want that in your life and it's not happening. Maybe you should, you know, look at your life and see if that happened, because that in real life, normally, that shit doesn't happen overnight. Somebody just having miracles or their dreams or plans coming to fruition. It usually takes time, which is another problem of feeling like instant gratification. Oh, things are supposed to happen tomorrow. I'm really trying to keep it here, right? The fact that I started this series by saying this is a safe place for Black girl introverts in general, who have ever grown up thinking there was something wrong with them because of the way people would make them feel, tell them that they're boring, they're lame, they're weird, etc. This was a safe place for that. So if you subscribed here, the odds of you being that are very high. So if you are someone who identifies as such and then you just use the same terminology towards someone who openly admitted to starting a series to provide a safe place for that, I think you in the wrong place, or I think you got your mind effed up, okay? And this is where I'm trying to keep it calm, because the way my mouth is genuinely, especially when I get annoyed, irritated, mad, all of the above, feel disrespected, the fact that I'm trying to keep it this calm is growth, okay? We'll get to the growth topic. Yeah, let me get a new battery. Real raw, real authentic. Something about me that a lot of people don't know, because a lot of people don't see this side, is that my mouth and the way I will violate someone's entire life when I feel disrespected is like a sick thing. It's like I don't know how to not go all the way down to HE double hockey stick with it, and I don't know how to not be, I'm either 0 or I'm 100 in the way that I speak, okay? I grew up in a manipulative household. I've had a manipulative boyfriend. Like, it's some negative things that I've picked up. So the fact that I'm trying, this is going to be growth alone, because I do not plan to respond to no more hate or negativity. And I feel this is my response. You can pause to read. I'm not going to do that right now. I tried to address this in the best way I could possibly, because I think I'm pretty good with my words. And I tried to get people to see things that they don't see, because all the things I've stated already are an issue on the internet. So this is why I said I'm going to nip this shit in the bud. Any haters, negative comments, will be sent the link to this video, and you will most likely watch that video, because for some reason there's also a thin line between love and hate. People don't know if they love somebody or hate somebody, because it's very odd that majority of the people who talk shit are people who support you, okay? So let's just, this is odd, this is weird, and I don't know how else to express it. If a person is subscribed to my channel and leaves a negative or a hate comment, I think that you need to reevaluate yourself, because if you are keeping yourself somewhere that you do not want to be, that is an issue within yourself. You quite literally comment, this is boring, this is repetitive, you are annoying me. Why are you keeping yourself in a place where you don't want to be? And I promise you, never in my life will I beg another person, human being, animal, anything, I don't give a fuck what it is. Never sit here in my life and ever beg someone to be in my life again. Okay, so what that means is I've already went through a life where I've done these things. Okay, oh, why do you want to leave? No, don't. No, that's to feed your ego, and I'm not feeding nobody's ego, especially someone who thinks they're gonna be negative on a place where I try to make it be the most positive, vulnerable, transparent place possible and safe place possible for people. Okay, I'm not feeding nobody's ego. This is a Zylia where if you're gonna try to threaten me with, oh, I'm gonna unsubscribe, or if you're gonna leave negative and hate comments, goodbye, the door. I will hold it for you. And I'm gonna hold it because there's no beef, there's no problem. This is a Zylia where if you're trying to threaten me with leaving, I'm the wrong one. I am absolutely the wrong one. I couldn't. Especially if you're trying to threaten me, that's manipulation. Okay, this is why I said, this is where I feel like everything's the enemy, because the enemy knows that this was a problem in my life for so long. Wanting people to stay, not knowing why they wanted to leave. Being called boring my whole life, hating my own self for almost, 10 years of my life, and thinking there was something wrong with me. Okay, so the enemy said, let's see if she's really over that. This comment, I feel like it's a pure representation. He wanted to see if he could get me with the same stuff, and he can't. Okay, but there is something in this video, in this comment that did, that's what made me want to pop off really bad. But as of all of that I just said, okay, if you hate this channel, think it's boring, which I've already announced. Like, I use the word boring as a descriptive word for myself. Like, I know I'm not everyone's cup of tea, and I know how I am. I've grown up like this. I've been in high school. I've been around kids. I've been around people who feel like, oh, girl, you don't do nothing. I know. I know. I am so at peace with it. It's just unreal. And this is what I want people who have felt the way I felt to feel how I feel right now, because comments like this don't fuck with me like that. I could not believe this shit. I could not believe my eyes. And I think there's something to say in the fact that this person would subscribe to my channel. I don't know if they're watching this video, but if you feel, or anybody watching this right now, if you don't like it here but you keep watching, that is you. Okay, I don't have nothing to your head saying, oh, you better stay here. That's odd. That's weird. If there's someone who I don't want to watch no more, even if I've been watching them for like 5 years, I just unsubscribe. I don't leave a negative comment. And then mind you, there's no beef. It's just sometimes you're not aligned with a person. And then there's plenty of people where I've seen their channel pop up a year later and I resubscribe because I'm like, why would I ever unsubscribe from them? Sometimes it's you because you feel a type of way. To sum it all up, in the terms of being a lifestyle creator, this is what comes with it. I told y'all I've been watching YouTube my whole life. I've watched people go through moments like this and people overstepping themselves and speaking on people's lives too much. Like, I'm sharing a decent amount. I'm not sharing everything. I don't know if it's that you want me to say every single thing. I don't know if it's that you feel entitled to know more things than you do. But at the end of the day, like I said in the beginning, if you're watching my vlogs or if you're here to watch my life journey, which is a whole journey because I'm only 24, and you feel like it's not moving fast enough, one, you got me effed up because that means you think you're God or you think you know God's plan. So I don't give a... After that, this is where my mouth starts to feel like it's going to go crazy. Because to me, you're rushing God. And I don't... After it's taken me so long to accept that God's plan is the right plan for me, and then someone comes to my channel saying nothing has changed, you have not grown, and you've been tuned in since last year, so that's almost 5 months. And mind you, I was still going on a mental struggle downhill in January. Mind you, let's just backtrack to the fact that this whole comment was on a video that started with mental health struggles, but who cares, right? January was losing my shit. February took a break. March I just came back. As soon as I came back, all hell broke loose and hit me, and I expressed that in my vlogs. And then we just started April. But you've been watching since last year and commented that I said how Ish was going to get real this year. And I mean, to me, my year just started. I still got a few more months of this year to go. Okay? Who knows? I don't understand. I feel like I'm gonna just nip this shit in the butt. If you feel the need to have negative comments, my life isn't going fast enough for you, you're rushing God. And if you're rushing God, I don't need you anywhere close to me at all. That's the point blank period. For me to finally accept that God's plan is my plan, is the only plan I want, and because you don't see materialistic things most likely, or you don't see that I am completely healed from my mental health trauma that I've had since I was a child, maybe, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you except please leave. Like, please leave. If I am annoying to you, if I'm irritating to you, if my life is not moving fast enough for you, if I'm not achieving things because you think that someone's directing my life and this is a movie and you're doing a review on a movie, then I don't think this is a place for you. And I want you to be happy. I genuinely do. Feel free to unsubscribe. Anybody sent this video because that means you watched it to the end, because I'm only gonna tag people and I'm only gonna share this link to people that leave hate comments or negative comments. So once again, if you've watched this video to the end and you've said or left a hate or negative comment, that means you still don't get it, because that means you keep watching me but keep talking shit. So seek therapy, seek the Lord. That's what I'm currently doing. So I only tell people that because it actually is helpful, and you actually understand that when you feel some type of way about somebody else, it's because something within you is getting hit, and I don't know what it is, so I can't help you with that. That's where the therapy and God comes in. But as for the comment saying that nothing has changed, the one thing I'm not gonna do, which I still need to work on, God, work on me and me, please, for me, Holy Spirit. Nobody's gonna play my growth as a person. That's sick. That's wicked. I want you to understand the way that part right there hit me was, imagine someone's like, oh, you're ugly, that's why you're not gonna be nothing in life, and you're like, oh, my mom said that my whole life. Light work. To me, that's what the word boring does. That's light. That's light work. And then they're like, oh, and your kids? Bitch, what? That's literally how I felt. I was like, nothing has changed. What? That sounded like fighting words to me. Like, there's that, I'm just like, after all this shit I've been putting in, after my therapist told me I changed, some random on the internet, ooh, that was the enemy. I don't care what nobody say. But I gotta work on that. That's it right there. And then that's the part where I'm like, Zylia, go on. So, no more after this. We're gonna go back to normal stuff. You wanna say nothing has changed? I haven't grown at all since last year. This is insert old Zylia. This is where Zylia's mouth just wants to just say everything it wants to say, and then I regret it later because I know I should have said those things. So this is how if you want a literal representation, this is how growth looks. Okay, because I'm choosing not to say the things or be a negative person or take myself out of character to stoop down to someone's level. That's growth right there. So I truly and wholeheartedly, if you made it to the end of this video, that means you left a negative comment or a hate comment. It's either you're going to choose to not comment that anymore, get your life together, because it has nothing to do with me if you feel the need to leave hate and negativity. Or please leave. I'm not holding you here stranded. And there's millions of other creators that you probably would like better than me, and that is okay because I am living for God. Okay, I don't need human validation anymore. I don't need people to like me anymore. I let people know right away I am the boring introvert. Okay, I am quite literally on a healing journey right now. Ain't nothing cute about it. Ain't nothing cute about it. I'm actually struggling every day, and waking up and continuing to live this life is literally some days my whole goal. That's it. So if that's not pure entertainment for you, if it's not moving quick enough for you, then thank you for supporting for as much as you did by watching my video, leaving the comments, you know, rising up engagement, but I no longer need you here. And if it continues, you'll just be blocked. So that said, that's Zylia's only time really making a whole entire video dedicated to addressing hate or negativity. Because I feel like I need to get it off my chest. I never deal with this. We're pretty cool over here. We pretty much, if you're here, you get the vibes. Like, it's also an unexplainable thing. If you're an introvert, homebody, shy, grew up sheltered, you're here. You know what is up. Like, you wouldn't be here unless you wanted to be here. So that's it. Yeah, back to the regularly scheduled program of my boring everyday life. This is my life. I just got off work. Like, alright. I don't want to ever do a video like this again, but I feel like it was needed. Alright, with that being said, everyone have a blessed rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in another video. And I also want to say there's a difference between constructive criticism and just being straight out rude, negative, hate, nice, nasty. Okay, Zylia knows how to say constructive criticism. It's when it's obviously hate, obviously negativity. That's where, you know, I'm just not gonna entertain that. But if you have constructive criticism, you're just watching it so you're like, oh, my girl posted, this is not towards, oh, this could better your channel, this could better your life, I think you should do this, I think you should do that, you know, this is just my opinion. I'm not mad at that. When someone is blatantly like, oh, you're not doing nothing with your life, you're this, you're that, you're that, what I really want to do is put my finger, and I'm holding my finger down, okay? What I really want to do is say some words that ain't cute. But this is where God is working on people. This is where God is growing people. But because people can't see it, people feel like they have the audacity to speak on something they don't know. But it's cool. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. We all have free will. And I will use mine to create my content and to block people who feel the need to be negative towards me, my channel, and any of my freaking, any of my supporters if it ever came down to it. So